Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1607 with Ernie. Hey, what are you doing? Ernie's being naughty back here. Ernie. While mom is away, Ernie will destroy. What are you eating? Are you being a naughty boy? He's being a naughty boy. All right, what's going on? I'm a little late this morning. I slept in. I've got Ernie. Mom's in Chicago doing a little shopping trip with her mom. I did a little shopping trip yesterday of my own. I went to bought a lot this week. In fact, I'm getting some. This is I'm gonna unbox this live here and show off what I got. These are wrestling autos, I believe, and I thought I only bought these. I don't know what's in here unless I bought from the same eBay seller, because I did buy a lot. Let's Ernie. We gotta stop. Ernie likes top loaders. We gotta stop doing that. Jesus. So yeah, I did a lot of buying this week. I got the wrestling collection earlier this week. I ran quite a bit of it on wrestling night on Thursday. Although wrestling night, as I talked about it, wrestling night was it was more geared toward modern. Didn't move a lot of the 80s and 90s stuff. I do have one slab. I'll probably run this like tonight or tomorrow night. I may do a pop-up stream this afternoon. So I do have my wrestling. I should probably get that shipped out before I go. And then tonight, for sure, we're going to do Pack-a-Palooza. I've got to get that scheduled. All wax packs I bought. That was something else. We're going to delete all that. So I bought a ton of wax packs, wax boxes. So I'll have that tonight. I don't know how that's going to go, because when I do like specialty shows, it doesn't, if I throw a random pack of 88 Fleer during a regular show, it seems to be like lots of bids. When I do a specific wax pack, similar can be said about the wrestling nights, where I throw a Hulk Hogan up, it's probably going to sell for quite a bit more on a regular stream as opposed to the wrestling only stream. So we'll see. So I bought that. So yesterday's trip was Milwaukee to Heartland, Wisconsin. And a buddy of mine had a bunch of stuff, him and his son. And I actually bought some cards from him at the last Madison card show. And so he's like, we've got more. So he's like, come on over. And so went over there yesterday, and what they had, and like this is full, these boxes, there was a storage tub that was like throw in, like we didn't. So I basically paid for this stuff, and then they threw in a storage tub full of like color, low end autos, base, a bunch of unopened packs that I'll probably throw on auction tonight. Some 89 Pro, like almost a full box of 89 Pro Set football, and some 88 Fleer. There was a couple blaster boxes of modern basketball, like 21 Prism blaster box, and something else that was just a throw in. So that was nice. So I'll show off some of that stuff. I bought a few, but maybe 10 or 12 autographs on eBay this week. So this package, there's these bubble mailers, which I don't know if this was in the same box, which I only had tracking for these two cards, but it may have been from the same seller. So this is the Headbangers. This was one lot, Headbanger Mosh and Headbanger Thrasher, both numbered to 75. The Headbangers from the Attitude Era of WWF. So maybe all of this did, because I did buy, like I said, I bought a bunch of stuff. 10 or 12 autos, and I know I got shipping notifications on 2. There's a Bailey auto coming today, and I think my Honky Tonk Man auto is coming today. Okay, so yeah, he just must have put tracking on just the one item. So because I did buy this. This should be a hot seller. I don't know what I can't even remember what I picked. These were all eBay auctions that I picked up. So I got the Headbangers autos. I will tell you, the seller wrapped these up. I wouldn't say it was overkill because I can safely. What I hate when sellers overprotect cards and it's like, and they don't use like this type of tape or painter's tape. They use like the Scotch tape or even worse, the packing tape. And it's like you have to perform like surgery to safely eradicate, remove. So this is a really nice auto. Torrey Wilson out of 49. This is from, what product is this? 3-count, Panini 3-count. This is one of their higher end products. Torrey Wilson auto to 49. See what I paid for these. The Headbanger autos, I think I got for like $10 or $15 each, which is probably what they'll sell for on live. Like I was telling the guys yesterday, you know, a lot of the stuff that I buy, like this type of stuff, was this? This says it was delivered, but I don't. Did I get that stuff? I don't think I received this. Uh-oh. This was delivered on Thursday. Uh-oh. This. Oh, wait. Yes. Wait. I thought. Oh, I gotta find it. So this was a big order. This was a significantly large order, and I don't know where it's at. Maybe it's in my rec room. I vaguely. Oh, I do have. Yeah, because this was part of this. Okay, so I don't know where those sports slabs went. I have the wrestling, but I don't know where the sports slabs are. I am sweating. I just took a hot shower. The sun was baking on me, and I'm drinking coffee. Okay, so I do have. So the Torrey Wilson was $33. The Headbangers were about $15 each. All right, so what else? What else was in here? And the Torrey Wilson, I think will. I think the Torrey Wilson will sell for more than 33. The Headbangers probably will sell for less. But I again, it's kind of a marketing expense with this type of inventory where it's like, I'm not, but I'm going to make up for it on dollar. Like I make up for it on dollar cards. Like, yeah, I'll lose money on like the Hulk Hogan slabs. I think I paid about 25 to 30 each, and that's about what they sold for. I may have made money on one, and then the other 2 or 3 were a loss. This is a cool one. I think this should be popular. Although again, my Thursday night was more so for the modern product. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and this is numbered. Ooh, this is numbered out of 15. Ted DiBiase auto out of 15 from Panini 3-count. And then I'll get to the chat here in a second. I see East Coast Tom's headed to the card show in Loves Park. A lot of card shows today. I think there's one. Is there one up north today? I know there's one in Milwaukee. Pewaukee show is today. And here I am sitting at home. But I did a lot of buying this week. Well, I mean, I need to buy consistently, but I can wait. Madison card shows next week, so I'll buy a lot next week. All right. And this is the Bailey auto. This should do well. Bailey patch auto out of 99 from Immaculate. So wrestling stuff I'll save for wrestling night. I may run this Hogan slab Sunday. We'll see. Okay, so let's go to the chat, and then I'll show off some of the stuff I bought yesterday. Dan says super late start. Yeah, it's 10:15 right now. I slept in. I had a few beers last night. Grilled. I did grill a steak. I stopped at the grocery store on my way back into town. Got me a big old 16-ounce ribeye. Just put a little salt, a little bit of seasoning. Some of the seasoning that I got in Germany when we were over in Switzerland last year. And we hopped across the border into Germany and went to a meat market. I have no idea what's in it because I can't read German. I could chat GPT it though, like translate this. I'm sure it's regular steak seasoning. So I put some of that on it. And then I did a portobello mushroom and small red potatoes. I think I overcooked the potatoes. I definitely overcooked the mushrooms. But it was good. It was good. Orlando is here. What's going on? He says hi to Ernie. Ernie has gone upstairs to bark at the neighbors. Carrie, what's going on? Bye Brewers. That was a shame. I did have to talk smack. I mean, the Brewers talk smack, they celebrated, instead of celebrating the win over the Cubs in that series, they celebrated the Cubs' loss with the L flag. So they flew at 4 straight games against the Dodgers. And I'm not shedding a tear over that. But now it's like, now the Dodgers have to lose. Now we've got to get the Dodgers a loss in the World Series. So go Seattle or Toronto. What's that? Is Seattle up on that series 3-2 or did Toronto win? I don't know. Baseball's dead to me until spring training. Philly Joe, good morning. Tom, what's going on? Hitting the Loves Park show with Tim. Very nice. Very nice. I love that venue. That's probably my favorite venue for a card show in the area. I would say it is. Because I love the Skybox, the restaurant upstairs that overlooks. It's indoor soccer field. It's nice and soft, and it's a nice venue. I love that venue. I'm just not doing shows anymore, and with Amy out of town and all the stuff that I bought this week, it's like I was kind of contemplating if I didn't buy so much this week. I probably would have taken Ernie to daycare today and gone down to buy. But with all the stuff that I bought, I'll have this. This should keep me occupied for the rest of the week, and then I can buy at the Madison Card Show next Saturday. Dan says Shohei is incredible. He is, man. What an amazing talent. Stuke, what's going on? I can catch this late start, and there's no Hobby Hotline today for some reason. So this can just replace Hobby Hotline this morning. Offbeat All-Stars, what's going on? Good morning. Really trying to go to the card show next weekend. Fingers crossed. All right. Save your pennies. Save your pennies. We've got you got to pay $8 to park and $5 to get in. People love to complain on Facebook, and I love it because it drives the algorithm. And so plus it puts my other posts. When you react and engage with a Facebook post, the Facebook algorithm recognizes that as you're interested in that, even if you just want to comment, $8 to park. Oh my God, I'll wait till it's free. They're going to push more shit to you. So I kind of like that. Although, do I really want those types of people seeing my stuff? Because obviously they're not going to, if they're not coming, you know why, but you never know. Algorithms. Sometimes sellers packaging. What's up, Cooter? Sometimes, hey, by the way, I was watching this morning. I was just kind of scrolling. I was doom scrolling and watching some reels on Facebook. And there was a reel with it might be James Harden. Did James Harden play for the Thunder? It was a big dude that played in the NBA. And it was titled like NBA's worst cities. And I can totally relate to his number one worst city, Utah, which I know is a state, but Salt Lake City. And he's like, in everything, because I spent a year 1 week in Utah, in Logan, Utah. It sucks. It really sucks. I mean, because we played at a tournament over winter break at Utah State. Oh my God. Beautiful scenery. Awful city. when you have a lot of downtime between games. So James Harden was talking about, I think it was James Harden was talking about Utah. It's like the worst. And he said they went to what his story was. We went to a club and it was the only place open. We went to a quote club and it was a bar and they only served beer. And the referee from our game that night was sitting at the bar drinking a beer at this bar in Salt Lake. So like, I got to get out of here. I'm going back to the room. So I totally relate to that, spending more time than I wanted to in Logan, Utah. But then he talked about Oklahoma City, and he's like, a lot of players hate coming to Oklahoma, but he's like, I played there, and I like Oklahoma City. But he said like one of his teammates called it a truck stop ass city. Like that's a funny description for a truck stop ass city. He's like, my teammate called it a truck stop ass city. So now I'm forever going to think of Cooter living in a truck stop ass city. I loved Oklahoma City. Like I thought Oklahoma City was a really cool city. And I've mentioned this before, one of the most underrated cities in my opinion, and it's probably just underrated because nobody goes there. Fargo, North Dakota is a really cool city. Logan, Utah, not so much. Fargo, cool city. Found treasures in the house. What's going on? Cooter's here. He says, we just said hi. We just told the story. Of course, Cooter's here. Now you are pretty much live only. What is your plan for all of your mid-tier bulk? Time to clear the basement. Yes. In fact, I may have somebody coming. It looks like we've got plans for this Monday, for somebody to come up and take a bunch of my bulk, bunch of my like bargain box stuff, maybe some of the other stuff. So so I'm just trying to get rid of it. I think I took down my listing on Marketplace. It wasn't getting much action. So after Monday, I'm still gonna have a lot of shit left. I'll see, but yeah, like there's still a Goodwill pallet available. I think we're going on day 5 now. In fact, I even got a notice for it's dropped in price. So, apparently I'm the only buyer. Well, there was one other buyer that was beating me to them a couple of years ago. But after the last couple, it's not worth my time to dig through this bulk. And I don't do card shows. So the Goodwill pallets were really good. For what I was doing, and really early on in eBay Live, it was good for what I was doing. But now I'm starting to like get trying to get my average sale price up, which I can do with lots, and I've been doing that a little bit here and there. It was good early on because I was still getting decent stuff. Like there were names like Mahomes and LeBron, like those types of Jordan, like that stuff is in there. But again, you're paying $800-900 and you're getting 5 Jordans that'll sell for $3 each. It's like you start doing the math. But a lot of it, and I was just telling Wally this yesterday, every once in a while, basically like every other pallet would have a significant amount of modern, like somebody raided Target and Walmart and just had a rip-a-palooza and ripped all sorts of retail and then just dumped everything but like any big hits that they pulled. But I mean, we're talking like but we're talking base autos, Mosaic or base rookies, Mosaic base rookies and stuff like that. But sometimes there were like the retail color, like Mahomes and Brady, which that stuff does really well on live. So if I knew that stuff was in there, if I knew what I was getting, but that's the gamble you're taking with those, I would do it. Now, previously I was making money on every pallet, but now it's like, well, and especially the last pallet was a big dud, didn't make money on it, lost money. But I also didn't sink any time into it. I'd open up a box. It's probably a complete set of 1989 tops, but it's like, I'm not going through there to pull out the stars to put in a quarter box and run the Bo Jackson and Nolan Ryan on eBay Live. So previously what I did with the Buy It Now and the card shows, I could make money on those. But now with a live selling, if I get a pallet like that, it's just not going to be not going to be good. And the last pallet really sucked. Like anybody would have been, and I'm probably more patient than most when it comes to buying bulk and junk like that. And I was disappointed. I can only imagine somebody that is going fishing for a big hit, and that's all you come up with. So I'm not surprised that it's still up. In fact, the last pallet I waited. Usually, as soon as I get the email, I boom buy. And the last pallet I waited until the afternoon. It was still up. I'm like, wow, it's still up 6 hours later. Now it's going on 6 days with this pallet being up. So we'll see. Maybe if Goodwill reached out to me and said, hey, we're having trouble moving this. What's your price? And I'd be like, okay, well, this would be my price. And it's not close to what the market is. And who knows? That could happen. Somebody might snag it. It might already be. I have a feeling it's still. Let me see if I still have the link. I think it's still available. Yep, still available. Where we at? Cooter says Harden played in OKC before going to Houston. Aha. I'm pretty sure it was James Harden that was doing that talk. When do your Hallmark Christmas movies start? I think they may have started either this week or they start next week. But they start like middle October. I can't, and it's like 80. It was 80 degrees yesterday, and I don't know what it is. It's like 70 right now, and it's sunny and 70. It's spooky season right now, even though it's still warm. I can't watch Christmas movies this early. Now, if we got like a snowfall, which I don't want it to snow until after November 1st. If we got a snowfall, and then then I'd be in the Christmas movie mood. But I'm just like starting to watch some of the scary movies. Red lights in the house. What's going on? Dan says, hey, Red, why 34? Ooh, good question. Cooter says, once you clear out, you can organize the Cubs collection. That is a thought. I actually had a thought cross my mind. I got a sneeze coming. One of the guys, actually, his name's, God, I forget his name, David. David, we did a lot of deals together while I was collecting 1 million Cubs. And he, without question, was the biggest provider of Cubs to my 1 million Cubs count. I probably bought in the neighborhood of 125 to 150,000, if not more, from him. And he actually, it worked out perfect. So he would buy bulk, and then he would take the bulk actually to a lady here in Wisconsin. And I was thinking about this the other day, like maybe I should hire somebody to sort, because it's something I don't have time for. Even for lives, like, man, I need like pull this and this, but it's like, sometimes I don't know. And I have to have like the right stuff, like the live stuff. And a lot of my stuff is just mixed all over the place. So it's just something I need to figure out. But I thought about that for the Cubs collection. Like, I wonder if I could hire her because he was paying her like minimum wage basically. And I think she was a retired lady here local in Madison. He's in the Chicago area, but he'd drive up with a freaking van full of cards and she'd sort. And he was a team seller, and he sold to like repackers and team collectors. But I've thought about that. I don't want to do it. I mean, it's fun because the problem is like some of my boxes, like it'll be 3 rows of 91 Fleer and then a row of like T206 and, vintage stuff that I think I've pretty much done a good job of picking that out. But there's probably I probably have some Bowman Chrome Autos that should not be in a random box on a shelf hidden away. That I should probably pull some of that stuff out. But again, time. Dan says, hey, Cooter, what do you think of Jung Ho as a player? Red Light says, Korean, when I made the name, I was 34 and I am 53 now. So I've had it for a long time. Wow. I can do the math. 19 years. Wow. All right, so I'm going to do a little show and tell. So I showed off some of the wrestling autos that I picked up from eBay. This was from my buddy Wally over in Milwaukee. So, and he had, I think these 3 boxes are all slabs. What I loved is they went through and like comped all this stuff, and they put a price on it. And then they gave me a % off of the comp price. And again, they threw in a ton of like extras and like, oh, we didn't count that stuff. So it was a good deal. In a lot of these, like I'm looking at the comps and it's like, I'll do better than that. Now, there's a bunch of Carson Wentz. This is the PSA 10 Is this a rookie? I don't know. 2019. I don't think this is a rookie, but it's a PSA 10. $10 sticker price. That'll sell for at least $10. This one didn't have a sticker price. This is a rookie. So, 2016. I thought, yeah, I'm like, man. So this is a Gem Mint 10 optic rated rookie. That will do really well. Are these? None of these are comp. There's actually, there's 4 of them. So they had $20. I think now, is JJ McCarthy healthy? Is he back? If Wentz is still starting, then that'll be a great deal. When I saw this, I'm like, okay. When I saw this is kind of like when I'm going through and I'm looking at the prices of what he had on these cards is very similar to how I do a bargain box. If I pick up a pile of cards in a $1 box and it's like, this is a quarter card in a top loader. This is, and you walk away. So early on, I knew with the Carson Wentz, like a Gem 10 optic rated rookie, $20 sticker price. It's like, I can do that. A Bo Nix PSA 8 Prism Deca rookie, $5 sticker. Like I'm going to make, 15 to $20 probably. This is a Prism. This I will not make money on. I will lose money on this. PSA 9 Jaden Daniels Snapshots Prism, $55. I will lose money on that. Deshaun Watson rookie card in a PSA 9 for $10. I'll probably either break even or lose money on that. It's Deshaun Watson. Gem Mint 10 Maroon Prism Deshaun Watson, $40 sticker price. I will lose money on that. So I can go through and it's like anything above $10, $15 for Deshaun Watson, even Gem Mint 10 rookies. If it's above $10, I'll lose money on it. This will be tough. Even though it's Drake May and Jaden Daniels, it's a PSA 8, $30. It'll be hard to get 30 out of that. I'm thinking somewhere in the 20 to 25 range. Drake May Rookie of the Year Silver, a PSA 9, $30. This is going to be tough to get $30. I'm thinking a 20, 25 range on that. However, this one, it's a PSA 7, but a $4 sticker price. This will probably sell $15. Kalen Bullock, White Prism Rookie PSA 9. This is numbered out of 35. It's not a name. I do have some people that bid on Texan stuff. So I may get $20 out of that. So $40 sticker. Now, I didn't pay sticker on this. They gave me a discount. So on that $40 sticker, I probably paid 30 to 35, I would say. I can't remember if it was 70 or 75%. Mike Petty, is this Hobby Hotline? This is the replacement for Hobby Hotline today. So this didn't have a price on it. Ezekiel Elliott Leaf Draft. Some just cheap slab. That'll be probably a $5 to $10. That's just same with this Dak Prescott. It's Dak, so that might move for 10. Zay Flowers. This is numbered out of 18. $40 sticker. This probably will get close to 40, depending on who's in the room. But that's a tough number to get. Jimmy Garoppolo Rookie Gem Mint 10, $8. I'll make money on that. They got the pop on it. Pop 300, only 338. There's a few $5 from Marvin Harrison Jr. Like this is a $20 bill all day. Michael Penix Jr. PSA 9 for $20. This is probably about a break even on that. Michael Thomas rated rookie Gem Mint 10. This is probably 20 to 25. I've got at least one Saints buyer When he's in the room, I'll keep an eye out. I'll make good money on this, probably 20, 25 bucks on that $5 sticker. Donruss clearly PSA $3 sticker. That's again 20 to 25 right there. Lane Johnson, this is numbered out of 35, auto out of 35, gem mint 10 for the Eagles, white prism. I'll wait until I get an Eagles, somebody looking for Eagles. This has a $100 sticker. Won't even get close to that. I'll be lucky to get 50 on that. This I'll probably save for wrestling night. It's a Panini Instant Undertaker PSA 10. This is numbered out of 5. It's a pop 1. $200 sticker, but these three, what did I pay? They threw in these three for $300. So basically $100, say call it $100 each. Tom Brady rookie, or that's the Undertaker. So basically say I got that for $100. It'll be really tough to get close to that. It'll be tough to get close to 100 on Lane Johnson. Tom Brady rookie. This will probably go for over 100. But these are the marketing expenses. Like this, having a Tom Brady rookie is something that to kind of take that next level and not have the bargain box, everybody that's just looking for $1, $2 deal, trying to gain a bigger audience when I can provide some of this type of stuff. Here's another Deshaun Watson. $10. That's probably $10. Oh, wait. I already went through these. All right. So there's a third box. So we went through that one, this one. So this is the last of the slabs, I think. This is basketball. This is a gold flash out of 10 Andre Jackson. No sticker on that. Basketball starts this, I think, Tuesday. So I'll probably hold off. Well, maybe catch some of the that's numbered out of 49. Catch some of the hype leading into the season. So I'll probably run some of this tomorrow night. Orange Ice Auto, Cody Martin out of 9. I don't think, or out of, no, not. Cam Whitmore, PSA 9. Cody Martin, blue, yellow, green. I like that they're slabbed so I know what parallels they are. Red, white, and blue prism. Gem Mint 10, Cody Martin. This will do really well. 2007 Ultra, Michael Jordan, a PSA 9. This will do really well. Simone Biles. I don't know what her market is. Here's a Desmond Ritter rookie auto, Gem Mint 10. Javon Walker auto and a Beckett slab. Mac Jones, no huddle pink in a 9. Let's see. We got an Andrew Luck in a 9. This will do really well. It's a Tom Brady Prism Select. This is a second-year Prism. PSA 9, that will do really well. Peyton Manning 99 Molten Metal. Gem Mint 10. This should do really well. So those are some of the couple of the bigger cards in there. And then I got all of this. And there's also a lot of like lower end that I basically didn't pay for. It was just throw in. So this has a bunch. Well, you can't see it, but let's see. This is a lot of just like Ladd McConkey does pretty well. Those Mac Jones patch, Malik Neighbors rookie. So this is a lot of like the last year rookies that I get a lot of requests for. Marvin Harrison Jr. Here's a Matt Ryan. I don't know if this is an actual auto or not, or if that's just it might just be a printed auto. Micah Parsons. This is out of 225. He's been selling really well. Michael Irvin color out of 199. So some good stuff. What else is in here? Here's a patch out of RPA. Cody Martin RPA. So this row's all basketball. So yeah, so a nice mix. And it's, what I told him, I'm like, if when you're out buying, like, this is the type of stuff that I'm looking for, especially when it comes to bulk, because there's not a lot, but there's quite a few of these cards that I'm going to lose based on the sticker price and what I'm paying. I'm going to lose money, but there's a ton of stuff that I'm going to make money, and I'm going to make significant return on some of this stuff. So, and I'm willing and able to take those losses to get those wins. And taking some of those losses also brings in a different crowd. They may say, oh, there's a Tom Brady rookie. How often I don't think I've ever ran a Tom Brady rookie on any of my live streams. So that could bring in a different audience if they see a Tom Brady on the screen, like, oh, I'm going to go check this channel out. And maybe they come back. And hopefully I don't scare them away when I run a 1988 Donruss Barry Bonds. All right, let's say hello. Mike Petty is here. We are, no hobby hotline this morning. Orlando says hello to Mike Petty. Cooter says, the stuff you were showing explains why PSA got so backlogged. The junk slab era is real. The real, when you saw the 3-row box that I had of PSA 9, Joe Adell, Nick Madrigal, and Andres Jimenez, and who else? I think there were 5. Ryan Mountcastle. When I had 25 of each base rookie PSA 9s, it's like, Jesus. That was a tough sell. Here's the 27th Nick Madrigal PSA 9 I have had. Chris, what's going on? You started so late on West Coast time that I already went to the gym and am doing yard work. Oh my God, you're up and about early. I've taken Ernie to go potty 3 times already. We got to say hello to the neighbors. So yeah, did a lot of buying. I do have a couple more items in the mail today. I think a Bailey autograph and I think my Honky Tonk autograph. So I've got to go find those slabs that I bought. They've got to be in. It's really bothering me. Got to be. They're not in there. It's like 20 slabs. This is the box that I just had. It's not there. I mean, how in the hell can I lose 20 slabs? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, this is what I bought from. These all came from Chris. Shit. All right. So but I know I must have received them because the wrestling slabs, this is the last one because I think I had 4 of them, came from the same seller, and I'm positive they were all shipped together. Fuck. Yes, I do have these. They've got to be in the rec room. I remember opening the box and all of them. Because there's besides the wrestling, there's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's 30 slabs total that I can't find. Fuck. I know I have because I remember going through. There was a lot of 10 Raiders slabs from the 70s. George Blanda, Ray Guy, Kenny Stabler, Gene Upshaw, Biletnikoff. And I remember going through them. They're here somewhere. They are here somewhere. These are some slabs that I bought from with the wax, with all the wax I got this week. Trevor Lawrence rookie at a PSA 9. Some vintage. Jim Cott 61 tops, PSA 4.5. Here's a 62 tops home run leaders. Willie Mays is on this one. This is a PSA 4. Frank Robinson, Willie Mays, and Orlando Cepeda. Here's a 68 tops RBI leaders, PSA 3.5 with Yaz, Frank Robinson, and Harmon Killebrew. PSA 8 glossy Greg Maddux rookie card from Fleer Update. Based on what I paid for these, I will do well on returns. A PSA 9 John Smoltz Upper Deck rookie card. 89 Upper Deck Nolan Ryan. This will do well. These will do well. The 89 Upper Deck should do well, especially this. This is a sought-after card on eBay Live, at least. The football throwing Nolan Ryan. This, a PSA 9 of this will do really well. This may sell for $100 on a night where the right people. This could absolutely hit $100. PSA 7, 89 Fleer sticker. Jordan's all day. PSA 8 on the 89 Fleer. 89 Pro Set Barry Sanders rookie. That'll do well. And Peyton Manning rookie. 98 score. So I'll have these probably. I'll probably save some for Wednesday because I really want to hit that goal that eBay's dangling a little carrot for us, live sellers. So that's on Wednesday night. Collector's Corner, I got to get that scheduled. In fact, I got to get this weekend stuff scheduled as well. So Found Treasure says, I've seen junk wax commons in PSA slabs with grades south of 7. What were people thinking? Probably back in the day, when you could sub for, what was I haven't subbed very many times. But I mean, if you go back 15, 20 years, you probably could have got $3 for grade. Like the fees were probably on bulk rate back 20 years ago were probably like nothing. So you can just sub everything. But yeah, these days it's, at least a $20 bill. And maybe even a $25 bill in some cases, for submissions. All right. So that's what I had for today. I may do a pop-up show. I should probably get the Wrestling Night stuff shipped out today. I also want to, and I think this is something that I'm going to do for Wednesday. Donnie, what's going on? I think what I'm going to do, because I want to hit that goal that eBay has given us a number to hit for Wednesday night. And to hit that goal, I'm going to do 350 auctions, and I have to have a certain dollar amount per card. So I've been going through, and it's like, can I find 350 cards, items that should get me to that number? Now, I'm going to run this Barry Sanders autograph, sticker of $150, and hopefully I get close to that. This Taysom Hill, this is a $150 card, potentially more based on counts. Numbered out of 10. It's a PSA 9. I don't think I'll get close to that, but I'm going to wait till Wednesday and it should do well. So those types of cards, maybe I'll hold the Brady out until Wednesday because that's going to help me get to that number as well. So, maybe some of these, maybe this Hogan Andre slab, maybe I'll hold this for Wednesday. I will. Some of this other stuff I'll hold till Wednesday, just to get me to that number. But I also have to have some decent stuff for, my Sunday night show. Tonight, that's easy to take care of. We're going to do all wax. I've got boxes and packs. I'm looking forward to Pack-a-Palooza tonight, 7:00 Central on eBay Live. And I may do an afternoon pop-up show this afternoon. Maybe 100 to 150 auctions, low-end stuff. We're talking $1, $2 cards, basically. So and there's probably going to be some other, I'll entice, depending on what the room's like. If there's not much action in the room, we'll stick to the low end stuff. But if we get some bidding action, I'll throw in some of the better stuff. All right, so that's kind of my schedule. Look out for a potential show this afternoon, a pop-up on eBay Live. Tonight, 7 Central is Pack-a-Palooza. Tomorrow night for sure, Sunday Night Singles at 7. Maybe a pop-up show in the afternoon. We'll take Monday off. I may do a Tuesday daytime show, and then obviously Wednesday night is we're really going to run and gun for Wednesday night, and then Thursday night is wrestling night. Let's say Cooter says, will you pre-schedule? Otherwise, how do the higher dollar cards draw people to your live? That's so by pre-listing, that helps. And so that's something that with the higher end stuff like a Brady rookie, the Taysom Hill, the Barry Sanders, that's stuff that I need to preload just so people can see like, oh, that's coming on live. But, to be honest with you, it's tough because not everybody, if it's card numbered out of 10, that will draw some like, oh, I'm interested in this. I will go to the show. If it's a Tom Brady rookie, they're pretty common. Tom Brady rookies are pretty common. Like somebody may not want to wait till Wednesday night. Well, it's a Tom Brady rookie. I can just buy one now. And that's kind of like the audience for live is not, they want the chocolate donut right now if it's in front of them. Like me, like if you say, do you want a chocolate donut? No. If you hand me a chocolate donut, I'm going to eat the fucker. I'm going to eat the shit out of that chocolate donut. But I'm not going to go out of my way to go find a chocolate donut. Now, what I did notice in one of last weekend streams, that when I was running just random stuff, at 30, 35 people, which is pretty good for my streams, 30 to 35, all of a sudden I started running the higher end slabs, like a higher end slab. My numbers doubled because they saw on the screen, like they're scrolling through eBay Live, just checking out, well, what's he got? Because some people do that. They just go pop in from stream to stream. So it's a little bit of both. It's you want to capture the those people that they'll buy something if it's put in front of them, but then you also want to capture with some of the more rare stuff that it's not as common as a Brady rookie or a Jordan 89 hoops or whatever. But even like a Barry Sanders, like there's probably, I don't know how many Barry Sanders laser view inscriptions autographs there are on eBay. So it's kind of a little bit of both. Cooter says you should start a social media push for your Wednesday live. There will be competition for eyes in the room. That's I should be doing that more on other sites. I did do a paid advertisement on Facebook and Instagram for my wrestling night, which I did about a week, I think. And I just kind of want to see what those results are. Early results from last Wednesday, not very good. Or from last Thursday, not very good. But we'll see if there's, and I do know they're doing eBay is doing some experiments with meta advertising. So I'm curious to find out what those results have been for other sellers. So I don't have to pay a bunch of money on that advertising. And then, Instagram, I'm not very calculated. I'm not very calculated with my marketing pushes. It's just like, oh, I should probably go on Instagram, and like, I'm not doing the times and anything like that. So it is absolutely something I need to improve on. I mean, hell, just scheduling the lives themselves is something I need to improve on, which I'm going to do right now. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for a possible pop-up show this afternoon. Probably it's already 11 o'clock, so maybe like a 2 o'clock start. We'll see. And we'll definitely be live tonight at 7 Central for Packapalooza. All wax packs and boxes tonight on eBay Live. And then we'll do at least one show tomorrow. So hope to see you in there. TD, what's going on? Good morning. Orlando, good luck. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a great day. We'll do this again tomorrow morning. See you then.